Hey, Phins Nation. What's good, you fierce, unshakable Miami Dolphins warriors? It's your ultimate Dolphins obsessive here, still riding the high from that nail-biting 21-17 gut-check win over the Saints. Man, we survived a second-half storm that had me pacing like a caged tiger, but now at 5-7 with 3 straight W's, the playoff dreams flickering like a Hard Rock Stadium flame. But hold up. Can we really claw our way into the 2025 postseason? Or is this just another tease in our roller coaster saga? Alert! Just scan the latest from NFL.com and Dolphins news hubs. Our playoff odds sit at a slim 1% post-win, but with the AFC wild card jammed, Bills at 7-4 clinging to that last spot, and help from Chiefs/Ravens stumbles on Thanksgiving, that number's ticked up from 0. We're weaving in fresh rooting guides and that brutal 14th toughest remaining schedule to fuel the fire. Let's dream big. Picture the scene. Tua slinging dimes under duress, Achane gashing for 134 yards, Minkah's pick-six dagger flipping a 2-point try into our insurance. Pure Phins magic. Yet, with only 5 games left and the AFC a meat grinder, this Miami Dolphins news begs the question. Is a miracle run possible, or do we pivot to draft hype? Strap in, because I'm mapping every path, stat, and what if, like we're huddled in the locker room, and I need your fire to keep this alive. Comment your boldest hope below. Fellow fans, after that Saints survival, are you buying the comeback story? Or bracing for reality? Let's unpack this playoff puzzle together. Flashback to that pregame pulse. Us at 4-7 off the bye, Saints tanking at 2-9 without Kamara's knee holding him out. His 471 rush yards this year a ghost, forcing rookie Devin Neal into his first start with just 47 yards on 14 carries. Miami Dolphins news had us circled as desperate dogs, but we barked loud. 16-0 halftime shutout. For Saints 3-and-outs, Shaw's fumble and Andy buried deep. Cam Jordan's 2 sacks tied him with Ricky Jackson at 128 career, his 30th multi-sack game of vet flex, but our O-line held firm. Tua's 245 yards and 2 TDs at 68% clip, despite Chase Young's fourth quarter engulf. Stats scream grit. 300 total yards for us, 239 passing for them. But their rally, Vele's career-high 8-93-1 TD, tested every fiber. As Phins, we've tasted heartbreak 23 collapse. But this felt different, resilient. The hook? That one catapults us to 11th in AFC standings per Sporting News, but with 15 teams vying for 7 spots, it's a bloodbath. Dolphins faithful did the goal line stuff on 4th. And one seal your faith? Drop your game MVP. Achane's burst or Minkah's return. Now the cold math. At 5-7, we're outsiders staring up at the Bills. 7-4 wild card number 3. Chargers, 7-4. Colts, 8-4. Jags, 8-4 leading South. Steelers, 6-5 North Kings. Broncos, 9-2 West. And Pats, 10-2 East Beasts. NFL.com's next-gen model pegs our odds at 1%, brutal, but up from sub-1% pre-win, thanks to Chiefs' Thanksgiving flop to Cowboys and Ravens-Bengals gut punch. Tankathon ranks our remaining slate 14th toughest. Jets, 3-9 but rivalry fire. At Steelers, 6-5. Titans, eliminated at 4-8. At Browns, 3-9. Home finale versus Pats, 10-2. Win out to 10-7? Possible per PFSN scenarios, but we'd need Bills/Pats to stumble. Bills host us Week 17? Chaos. Miami Dolphins news whispers miracle, but stats say 9-8 might sneak wild card if chaos reigns. Phins, heart or head? Which rules your outlook? If we snag 4 of 5 belief level spikes? Comment your win-out score prediction. Diving deeper into the AFC East thorn. Pats at 10-2 atop, but their streaks padded. Only 2 playoff foes beaten. Bills at 7-4, but Josh Allen's turnovers, league-high 12 INTs, and our Week 3 revenge pending? We split last year. Now, with 3 straight, we could vault them if they drop to Ravens or Jets. Dolphins news highlights. Our head-to-head tiebreaker over Buffalo if records match. Yet, wild card math savage, 7 spots, 15 hunters. Chargers/LAC, 7-4, surging post-bye, but we own the tie on conference record. Colts slide, 8-4 but 3 less in 4. Opens doors. Jags South grip, 8-4. Needs Houston, 7-5. Help. Per ESPN, we'd leapfrog KC, 6-6. With wins, but their schedule softens. Suspense. One Bills loss and we're breathing down necks. Fans, root Bills or Pats next week. Yell it. Your picks shape our rooting guide. Visualize the Miami Miracle 2.0. Win out, and 10-7 ties us with Bills/Chargers for wild card number 6-7. Tiebreakers favor us over LAC, better DIV record, but Pats own East. Reddits are /Miami Dolphins buzzing. Pre-Saints, 20% win-out odds. Now 14% post-results. Zero help beyond RW. But SICE rooting guide? Chiefs/Ravens losses Thanksgiving were gold. Denver's 9-2 fortress cracks if we steal Pittsburgh. Our paths paved with pitfalls. Jets week 14 at home, 3-9, but Aaron Rodgers ghost haunts. Steelers away, 6-5, but TJ Watt's collapse call post-Bills loss signals cracks. Titans/Cleveland winnable tanks. Pats finale? Do or die. Miami Dolphins update stress. Strength of victory tiebreaker needs chaos. Bengals/Jags stumbles. Phins Nation, what's our must-win first? Jets blowout or Steelers upset? Debate below. Let's manifest. Shifting to rivals' woes. Bills dominance? TJ Watt mocked their one repeated play win over Steelers. Bills at 7-4, but 3 less to us since 22? Leverage that. Pats may MVP buzz, but soft slate Giants next means we need Ravens at them week 15 to pounce. Chargers, 7-4, but Harbaugh's run game sputters sans Kamara-like back. Fellow fans, biggest rival threat, Bills or Pats? Your nightmare scenario? Spill. Keeps the convo electric. Crunch the scenarios. Per Athletic, for wildcard, we need 10-7 minimum. Win Jets, Steelers, Titans, Browns, split Pats? Nah, sweep required. But 9-8 wild? If Bills go 9-8, lose to Ravens, us, Jets, and Chargers stumble at us? Wait. No, our slate skips him. Conference record edges us in. NFL.com Sims. 1% base, but 14% win out per Reddit math. Rooting blueprint. Week 14, root Ravens over Bills, Texans over Jags. Week 15. Us at Steelers root Bengals over them? Nah, beat 'em ourselves. Titans weak, Browns tanking, ours to take. Finale versus Pats. If clinch scenario, upset city. Miami Dolphins faithful, this blueprint fire you up? What's your top route, Ravens or Texans? Comment. We'll update guides together. Player pivots for the push. Tua's post-Saints poise, 245 yards, but overthrows to fix. Film sessions key versus Jets secondary. Achane's 134 yards, 5.2 YPC, RB1 unleashed. Steelers run D leaky, 4.2 allowed. Minkah's pick 2, secondary anchor. With Ramsey blanketing Olavi, 4-47, we suffocate air raids. Depth shines. Sanders 4 FG's perfect. Bigger's first sack a rook spark. Versus remaining. Jets Rodgers rusty, 3-9. But revenge fuels. Waddle-Hill duo exploits. Dolphins news praises McDaniel's adjustments. Halftime rally quelled. Now scale for 10-7 odds evolution. Preseason plus 100,000 Super Bowl. 0.1% per Fox. Now playoff 1%. But win Jets. Jumps to 5%. Tankathon. 14th SOS means grind. But winnable. Titans/Browns sub-.500. Fans. 21 Redux vibes? Share your memory. Bonds us.